A Monday Labor Day finish at the Deutsche Bank Championship. A 22-year-old clings to the lead while the defending champion and world number 2 are just a few of the players who are within striking distance.
Welcome to PGA Tour Today, presented by MasterCard.
Hello everyone, I'm Casey Black. Jason Day looking for his second win on tour this year and a chance to catapult to the top of the FedEx Cup standings, leads by 1, heading into the final round of the Deutsche Bank Championship. Day, who carded his first career victory earlier this year at the HP Byron Nelson Championship, followed up his opening round 63 and second round 67 with a 5 under 66 on Sunday to sit at 17 under par. Day is making his third start at the Deutsche Bank Championship with a tie for 19th last year as his best finish so far.
Overall, I feel very happy with how I played today and how I handled myself. So tomorrow I got a one-shot lead. I'm just going to try and do what I did today.
The only Australian to win the Deutsche Bank Championship, by the way, was Adam Scott back in 2003. Day will be joined in the final pairing with his second-round co-leader, Brandt Snedeker, who had a heck of a finish on the 18th to get into that final pair. After hitting his approach into a hazard, Snedeker was forced to drop. With his fourth shot, he wound up short of the green, but with a hole out for par, he just barely makes the final pairing. The 29-year-old, who is currently 53rd in the FedEx Cup standings, is all but assured an invite to the BMW Championship. It's a place, no doubt, that he would like to return. See, last year, Snedeker, who needed just a bogey to advance to the Tour Championship, four-putted the final hole from 11 feet for triple bogey, and as a result, was eliminated from the PGA Tour playoffs for the FedEx Cup. And sitting just one shot behind Snedeker is Luke Donald, who is at 15 under par heading into the final round. Defending champion Steve Stricker and Charlie Hoffman are at 13 under par. And what about Phil Mickelson, who's 12 under? He followed up his second round 65 with a 67 on Sunday to shoot his lowest back-to-back rounds since the Tour Championship last year. Lefty is now 5 shots off the lead. He logged 4 birdies and only 1 bogey on the day, hitting 12 of 14 fairways, 12 of 18 greens in regulation, while taking 27 putts. Perhaps one of his most memorable shots of the day, Mickelson hits the flagstick with his approach on the 15th, gets a bad bounce, but that didn't seem to faze Lefty one bit.
That was a fun moment, yes, after getting a terrible break hitting the pin. The ball's going to be within 3 or 4 feet, but to be able to chip that one in so that it didn't matter, it didn't affect the score any, that was really nice.
Right now, Mickelson is 10th in the FedEx Cup standings and could move into the number 1 spot with a win this week. The same cannot be said for Tiger Woods, who, despite moving up the leaderboard a few spots after his third round 69, cannot move into the driver's seat in the standings. He's now 7 under for the tournament, tied for 23rd, and is projected to finish at 56th in the FedEx Cup standings, which would be enough to get him into the field next week in Chicago. He logged 4 birdies, 2 bogeys, hit 12 of 18 greens in regulation, a little more than half his fairways, while taking the putter back 28 times. Tiger's final round scoring average at this event is a 66.7, keeping in mind he shot a final round 63 last year to jump the leaderboard by nearly 20 spots to finish tied for 11th.
Today was a little bit of a struggle, but I didn't make any putts today. But got off to kind of a poor start, didn't really hit the ball well, but I found it. But still didn't make any putts, so it was kind of nice to end up on the last hole with a birdie.
And with a final round upon us, we're starting to see who is going to make it into the field next week at the BMW Championship and who really needs to make a move. If players were to maintain their current positions, here's where the cut would be. Greg Chalmers is right at the 70th position. Jason Duffner moved up 10 spots from 81st to 71st after his 3 under 68 on Sunday. Chris Blanks also made a move. He started out the week 91st. He's now 74th in his projected standings outside the cut line. He's currently tied for 23rd at 7 under par. Fred Albers is at TPC Boston with more on what we can expect for Final Round Monday. Fred?
Hi, Casey. We should be in for a horse race of a finish as we're going to labor on Labor Day just for you, the final round of the Deutsche Bank Championship. As the leaders come down the stretch, look at those last 3 holes. The par 3 16th, a short par 4 17th, and then the reachable par 5 18th. 3 very good scoring opportunities to close out this tournament. Someone's going to collect birdies on those last 3 holes in the final round, and that is going to be your winner. We're going to have all the action for you on the PGA Tour Network. Our broadcast begins at noon Eastern Time, and check back throughout the day at PGA Tour.com for the very latest updates.
Thank you, Fred. You can watch final round coverage on Monday on NBC starting at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. Our live coverage continues on PGATour.com. You can head to the website to check out starting times for Monday morning. And again, XM coverage starts at noon Eastern.
PGA Tour Today is presented by MasterCard. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard, proud sponsor of the PGA Tour.